Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another day in the life video. I'm heading off to a hike right now with some friends, but I will be doing my homework later. I do have the to-do list posted up here right now. There's quite a lot to do since we do have 2 more classes added to our list, but I'll talk more on that later. Well, this morning I had musculoskeletal conditions, starting off the day diving into our new elbow content, as well as then in the afternoon moving on to neuromuscular conditions, where we are also transitioning into a new unit covering mild acquired traumatic brain injuries, so pretty much concussions, and exactly what goes on in the examination, some of the treatment and stuff like that with those type of conditions. But I just spent most of the afternoon and evening just getting a couple more things done. The only thing that I really have left to get done tonight for tomorrow morning is I'm actually participating in a research study that one of our faculty members in training is doing, so I just have to read a few pages in a book that they assigned to us, and we just have a quick focus group that I'll have in the morning before my first class. So I'm going to get to do that right now, and then I'm going to make sure to get myself lots of rest so that I do well throughout the week. I am all done with class for the day. I started off the day this morning going to that focus group that I had for the research that one of our student faculty members is working on, just kind of looking at wellness from an integrative wellness standpoint and how they can support us by providing some of those integrative health opportunities for us as students, as well as what education we would like to see on those type of approaches to help complement our physical therapy practice using conventional medicine. So it was a very fun conversation overall with some of my classmates, very useful, and I'm excited to see what might come from that research and those focus groups. But then afterwards I had medical conditions where we went into some screening of the integumentary system for cancer, as well as then in the afternoon we went and had a conversation about depression and anxiety, its effect on our patients, its prevalence in some particular patient populations as a whole, such as low back pain having a very high percentage of individuals who have comorbid depression and or anxiety to come with it. So very good day of class overall, but now I just have a short little break before I head off to work from 5 until 10. While I'm there, I'm really going to try and do a decent bit of the research tasks that I have, try and chip away at a couple of them because I need to make sure that I am connected to our RedCap account, which is kind of like a place where all of the patient data and everything is uploaded into, can do some basic statistics and everything from there. And then also doing another small project to do with having a handout for all of the clinicians that has all of the information that they need necessary all in one with a clickable table of contents and everything. So those are going to be my main things I'll work on. I might try and work on a little bit of the pre-work that I have left for the later half of this week, such as on Thursday, I need to beforehand make sure to do the reading for clinical reasoning, as well as do the short quiz that accompanies it. So I'm going to head off and do that, and I'll talk to you guys later. This morning we wrapped up our elbow content in musculoskeletal conditions, and then in the afternoon we had an opportunity to practice our skills for BPPV, which is what we're going to have a competency exam on Friday. So it was just an opportunity to walk through all of the steps with classmates and make sure that we had the content side of it down. But as soon as I got home, I pretty much went shopping, made myself dinner, and now I have to make sure to complete my first assignment that I have for clinical reasoning 2, where I just have to read through an article and then do a short quiz on it before we have our session in person tomorrow after medical conditions, where in medical conditions we're going over palpation of the abdomen as well as the lymph nodes, kind of looking for those red flag signs. But for clinical reasoning, we're just going to get into groups and kind of appraise the article that I will be reading tonight. So I'm going to make sure to get off to do that now and get some rest. Well, this morning we covered the palpation, percussion, and auscultation of the abdomen as well as the lymph nodes, kind of screening for cancer or other concerns that we might have. So that was a very interesting lab to have this morning. And then this afternoon we had our first class for clinical reasoning, where we really went into just talking about the article, exactly what could have been improved, what could have been changed to make it more inclusive overall. Would you trust it based on what it's saying are the recommendations? So very good thought-provoking questions. But now I'm done for the day. I have a short little 2-hour break until I head off to work. So I am honestly going to take a quick nap so that I can rest up a little bit. Didn't have the best sleep last night, so I just want to make sure that I can make it all the way through my 5-hour shift. And while I'm there, I'm going to be working on my cases for musculoskeletal conditions since we're on the elbow, since those will be due this weekend. So I want to be ahead on those, as well as continue to work on a lot of the pieces that I have to keep working on for my research group. I'm working on the consent form right now for our site to give to the patients who are participating. So that's pretty much what I'll be working on. I almost forgot to mention that tomorrow is going to be my competency exam for BPPV examination intervention. So of course I'll do a little bit of review on that tonight, but then that will happen tomorrow morning, and then I'll have the rest of Friday free to kind of finish all of the things that I need to for classes. So if you guys want to see that, stick with me and I'll see you guys tomorrow. That is my benign, paradoxical, positional vertigo competency exam complete. overall, it ended up going really well. I got my score back and I got a great score overall, so I'm very happy with that. I ended up having a patient with posterior canalithiasis. So pretty much for that, it's where I put them in the Dix-Hallpike maneuver just to keep track of essentially their nystagmus within their eyes, which is just the beating of their eyes as it moves back and forth. And with posterior canalithiasis, you're looking for upbeating torsional towards the affected side when you're having that ear down. So I recognized that, and then I moved into performing the Epley maneuver, which is where you get the crystals that are in that posterior canal into the correct spot within the otolith. And once I got that done, I talked about how I would retest, talked about the patient education I would provide and everything. So overall, again, like I said, it was really good. But then afterwards, I spent some time with some friends working on some homework, and then I independently took one of my medical conditions quizzes to get that complete. But the rest of the night is just going to be some fun and relaxation. I'm going to go to the Rockies game, so I'm going to get ready for that, and I'll talk to you guys once it's done. Although it was a low-scoring game, it ended up being a good one where the Rockies came out on top. But that's really all that I have for this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below, as well as look out for videos down the road. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KBDPT, and I'll see you all in the next video.